Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and yesterday we talked about how when you have warm air rushing up from the south and it encounters a pocket of colder air, it sort of hits it. That colder is more dense and that warmer goes upward. Well, we have a similar setup today. We've had plenty of rain from yesterday and this morning. We have winds back out of the south and southeast. Those are eventually going to shift out of the northwest tonight into tomorrow, and we'll have a cooler day on tap tomorrow without all the moisture around. But we could see some strong thunderstorms this afternoon. Strong severe storms, a level 2 out of 5, south of Highway 20 with a level 1 out of 5, skimming the northern periphery of that. And well, heading into the afternoon, we'll see storms redevelop on one of those cooler boundaries and potentially have the potential to produce all severe hazards. Now, the main hazards are wind gusts and heavy rainfall, but hail can't be ruled out, and same thing with a brief tornado or two. So make sure you have a way to receive alerts this afternoon as those storms will swing by, especially southern areas, and well, depending on how they evolve, could decide what sort of hazards they bring. So we'll break it down here with Futurecast. Pretty much seeing right now just a couple of storms moving on through with mostly cloudy conditions, nothing severe, but as we head into the afternoon, this I expect to pretty much remain sub-severe, but it's the stuff down off to the south and east, especially when it's discrete like that by itself, that's when it would have more of that brief tornado potential. Now, any tornado that could drop down wouldn't last long, but there is that possibility because it cannot be ruled out. Once storms continue to mature and form into a line, now this is 4 p.m., this is when wind would really take over as that dominant severe weather threat. And then heading into the rest of the afternoon and parts of the early evening, we'll see storms move off to the east and southeast, and then we'll see storms weaken throughout the evening hours. A couple of lingering showers left behind that cold front as it moves on through, and then we'll be left pretty much mostly sunny and nicer for Saturday. Temperatures today, though, getting into the lower 80s to about upper 80s. We'll start to see storms initiate around 2 to 3 p.m. off that initial pocket of cooler air, but then once that cold front sweeps on through, it'll bring with it that line as storms begin to merge together. Then they'll weaken, temperatures will fall off into the upper 60s, and then into tomorrow, well, winds will shift out of the northwest. We'll have a nice northwesterly breeze. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Now, dew points will continue to remain comfortable into Sunday. At best, like slightly humid, but the real humid weather returns on Monday and Tuesday. Now that's going to see another sort of change as well into the forecast. Because, well, Sunday will pretty much be mostly sunny. That helps us warm up. And then over the next 7 days, we'll warm up even more on Monday and remain mostly sunny. Temperatures getting near 90, so those heat indices will be in the mid-90s. But we have more rain midweek next week. Look what that does to our temperatures. We go from 89 to 87 down to 81, and now we even have some highs in the upper 70s. So while we will see the heat build in to start next week, we'll have some rain to help flush it out.